Hi, everyone, and welcome today, November 25th, to our weekly webinar. Angela and myself are so happy and excited to be here with y'all. Please make sure that you have somewhere to write down everything that we're going to be learning today. Let's say hi to Angela. Hi, Angela. Welcome.
Thank you, Cynthia. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our last webinar for the month of November. We are very grateful to have you all here and hope you're having a wonderful week leading up to Thanksgiving for those of you who celebrate it. So today we're going to go over a few different things. Our need spotlight will be for fatigue, stress, and tension, focusing on the essential three set. And we'll go through some tools that can help you promote that as well, such as the Essential 3 brochure and the 7-day challenge that you can send out to your customers as well. For your project today, we're going to talk about gifting on a budget by using used sets. So a lot of times we are focusing on selling a whole set to someone to give as a gift, but sometimes we also have gift giving that's a little bit more budgeted for, I don't know, our kids' teachers or our neighbors or coworkers and things like that. So we wanted to give you some ideas of how to make the most out of our sets and kind of divide them up in a budget-friendly way. And for our tech tip, we're going to go over making labels and QR codes and more so that you can stick them on to your different materials. So it's kind of like making your own little sticker with your contact information and your Linktree QR code so that you can share that with people on samples, brochures, and things like that. Or even if someone orders a gift from you that they're giving to someone else, they can then have your contact information. So we're going to talk about different ways to do that to have that information attached to your used materials and products, which makes it easy for people to contact you when they want to reorder. So we will go through that. That's kind of like the bulk of our webinar today is that tech tip because it's a little bit more intensive. So we'll go through some of those different pieces of that. If you have a second device available for that piece, that'll probably be best. But we will show you how to make that work. So today our need spotlight is fatigue, stress, and tension. Perfect for holiday prep season, right? You probably know a lot of people that are expressing a little bit more fatigue if the days feel shorter, the weather feels colder, stress, trying to get things ready for different holidays that come up during this time of year, tension, just trying to keep all those things together. So we wanted to talk about some of those different needs like stress, anxiety, trying to find ways to relax, dealing with headaches, tension, and migraines, trying to boost our energy and motivation for things, and just kind of battling that feeling of fatigue and exhaustion. And as you know, the Essential 3 set really does cover a lot of those needs. We have 31 herbal oil in that little 5 ml roll-on in this set that has 31 essential oils that help release tension, especially tension that can lead to headaches and muscle pain and things like that. It also has that little bit of like a refreshing tingle in our skin that helps revive us. This is like my food coma go-to. I don't know, let me know in the chat if you ever end up with a food coma over the holidays. I'll be like having fun with my family. We're eating, decent sized meals. We'll have like a glass of wine or something, and all of a sudden we all just want to fall asleep. I really like 31 herbal oil for that. Obviously, Guducci Revitalizer is also a good one, but 31 herbal oil snaps me out of that sensation where I feel like I need a nap and I want to keep spending time with my family. Also, for the stressful moments that are coming up this time of year, Anti-Stress has a blend of 15 different essential oils that help kind of calm. These work wonders on an anxious nervous system, right? So they're very soothing and calming. They help clear the mind, ease that sense of irritability, and really it works within minutes. And of course, our Guducci Revitalizer is to energize us. It has that blend of Guducci with lime, lemon, rosemary, camphor, and lavender. Really all the things to just help us feel balanced and more energized. It gives us that little natural endorphin boost. We have citrus oils to lift our spirits. And we also have that refreshing sensation. When you put Guducci Revitalizer on, you get that little bit of that tingling sensation from the camphor, which is great for feeling more awake and energized for the day. As always, we want to apply these on our energy point. So like back here on your temples, away from the eyes, behind ears, nape of neck, kind of where that little indent is right here between your neck and your skull, right? Your wrists, and also the palm of your hand if you're going to have them rub it together and take those deep breaths in. So activate the aroma and breathe them in. So make sure that you're doing those things as you demonstrate the Essential 3 set, but really they cover so many of our needs cards and so many needs this time of year. So we'll be focusing on the Essential 3 set for our challenge this week. So we're going to be going in to find the Essential 3 set in our personal website. Remember that as you do that, pretend you're doing this with me here. I'm going to give you the shortened version of this since we've done it so many times. But remember, we'll go into a browser like Chrome. We're going to open up our personal website in a browser. So I'm not on the app, I'm just on a browser. I'm going to click my menu and go to shop. And then I'm going to go into my promos and find the Essential 3 set. Now, you can always grab the link, just the direct product link, and send that off as well. But those of you who are practicing with Bitly, please keep working on that. Take that direct product link for our Essential 3 set, take it into Bitly, create a new link. And that's what we will send off to Cesar. And you can do that from your phone or from a computer. You can go in between your browser tabs between your website and Bitly as well, and get that done super quickly. And then send that direct product link and or Bitly off to Cesar so that he knows that you're going to be working on selling Essential 3 this week, Monday through Thursday. So I'm going to set a timer for 2 minutes, okay, with some relaxing music. I'm going to pause it for you in just a second. So go ahead and do those steps. Find your Essential 3 set on your shopping website. Get the direct URL. You can send that right off to Cesar, but we'd rather have you work on shortening it with Bitly. That's our next skill that we're really focusing on. So go into Bitly, create it, log into your account in Bitly, create a new link, and you'll get that shortened version of it. You can either customize it or just leave it as the automated shortened link that comes up. Send that off to Cesar so that he knows you're working on Essential 3 promotion this week. Let me know in the chat if you need me to go through any of that in particular, if you have questions about it. Otherwise, I'll just give you 2 minutes to get it done. Let me know in the chat when you're done. But those of you who are here with us live, when I know you're done, I can go ahead and skip our time. It looks like those of you who are here with us live are done. We're done. Okay. And remember that if you are in Bitly, you can use that short link. You can customize up to 50 a month if you want to give it a name that's related to the product. So I think mine is, I just had mine pulled up. ESS3 used, right? But there's lots of variations of that you can come up with on your own so that you have your own customized short link. That's easy for people to find. So remember, the nice thing about a Bitly short link is it's nice and cute, so that when you're adding it in the comments on your posts or putting it in as a sticker on TikTok or adding it at the end of a message that you're sending out to your customers, it's just short and sweet and easy for them to see and find. So keep working on that skill and using that every time that you promote your direct product links. The only time it doesn't really matter is if you're adding it as a link sticker on stories or something where they don't really see the whole link, then you can skip that step. Okay. All right. So this week's challenge, which will go through Monday through Thursday, is to sell 3 or more Essential 3 sets to get the Yucca Salt bath salts for free. Give me a woo woo in the chat if you're excited about this challenge. The Yucca Salt bath salts are miraculous during cold and stuffy nose, right? So all you have to do is send off that direct product link off to Cesar so he knows you're participating. Remember that that will include orders placed through your personal website, but not personal consultant orders, PCC orders, or spa orders. Okay. All right. Hopefully we have lots of people are taking part in that challenge. It's a really good one this week. So for our business tools this week, we wanted to talk about some promotional materials that you have for the Essential 3 set. So if you go into your app, in the consultant app, and search for Essential 3, there's all kinds of things in there. But we're going to focus on two. The first one is the Essential 3 brochure. This is really nice if you're a new consultant to kind of get familiar with the different oils. This is also something that you can order from the consultant catalog when you place a consultant order, if you want to have like printed out nice glossy copies of these to add value at a wellness fair, things like that. But I want to focus on the inside part of this brochure where you have a little card that tells about Guducci Revitalizer, a little card that tells a little section that tells about 31 herbal oil, and another one that talks about the roll-on for our anti-stress blend. So this is something that you could also just open up on Virtual Office and print out this page of this if you want to include it with an Essential 3 set that you're gifting to someone or that someone has purchased to give as a gift. Imagine one of your customers is buying the Essential 3 set and they want to split it between 3 different teachers that are teaching their children, for example. Okay, so they get this awesome roll-on in a little gift, but all they see is this tiny little thing and they don't really know what to do with it, right? You know the magic that is in a little 5 ml roll-on of anti-stress blend, for example, right? But if someone just gets this as a gift without any supporting material, it doesn't hold the same value for them if they don't know what yeast is, they don't know the quality of our oils, they don't know what it's for, they don't know how to apply it, right? So by including these little snippets of information about it for your customer to include with their gift is really worth your time because it builds the value of that gift when the person receives it, right? You can also, so all you'd have to do is go to your Virtual Office, open this up. I'll show you where to find it in a minute. Print copies of this page on cardstock or like a thicker paper, cut it into separate cards, into those little, rectangles, and add your business card or a business card sticker to the back of it so that whoever receives this gift knows what it's about, knows how to use it, and also knows how to contact you if they would like a refill later or if they have questions, right? So this is something that you would give, for example, someone buys the Essential 3 set, you ask them, is this for a gift? Oh, I'm going to send you a few little cards in the mail so that you can include them with the gifts and the person will know how to use them, right? This is great customer follow-up, customer service, but it also is going to boost your network building skills later on when people receive these gifts. Okay, so take advantage of this Essential 3 brochure. It's beautiful. You can copy it right from your Virtual Office and make use of that. Another thing that you'll see in your Virtual Office is that there's an Essential 3 7-day challenge. So if you have someone who's buying the Essential 3 set for themselves for the first time, this is something that you can print out and send to them as well, is like use this daily for a week and take note of your mood. What are your thoughts and your experiences? How do you feel when you include this into your daily ritual, your daily routine, right? So these are both found in your Virtual Office to kind of just build the value of that set. If you go into Virtual Office, you can find that brochure, the Essential 3 brochure, in the product page, in the product training page in Virtual Office, but also you'll be able to find it here under business tools, marketing, and there's a little section for Essential 3 there. So there's the 7-day challenge. The brochure is being added in there. We just noticed that it was in Spanish and not in English on this page. And then also we'll have the Sharing Essential 3 video that's available there as well for marketing tools. And then you can also get this by going into your used consultant app, clicking on resources, and just using that search bar to search for Essential 3. And a lot of different materials show up, including some things that you can use in stories or posts, and the Essential 3 brochure is in there as well. So make good use of those materials that are already made for you and really promote this wonderful set. This is a great starter set for anyone who's new to used. Okay. Now, thinking of the Essential 3 set and some other really budget-friendly sets that we have on sale right now, for our holiday gift giving sets, I want to talk a little bit about gifts that you can promote for people who are gifting on a budget, right? So like I had mentioned earlier with our agenda, think about your customers who are looking for used gifts that are just smaller, right? So lower cost for their neighbors or their coworkers or maybe their kids' teachers and things like that. I mean, I'm a big gift giver for my kids' teachers because I really appreciate what they do. I'm a teacher myself, so but you know, like a lot of people are having maybe like $20 to $30 budget for those kinds of gifts. And how can we help them with that? How can we promote to that kind of customer as well? With some of our sets. So I'm going to show you two of our sets that your customers could buy and kind of break apart and make into a more budget-friendly gift for those people in their lives. So let's take a look at the Essential 3 set. You could promote this as, okay, so if you're giving these to your child's teachers, for example, right? You have one teacher who you know drinks a lot of coffee, they're always tired. You give them the Guducci Revitalizer and a gift card to their favorite coffee place, right? Or a nice coffee mug or something like that, right? These are your people who need that little boost to keep going through the day. Or if you have a teacher who feels really strung out and kind of overwhelmed or overstimulated a lot, you could give them the anti-stress blend with a book on meditation or breathing strategies, right? Or if you have a teacher who you know struggles with migraines and tension headaches, 31 herbal oil with a cooling gel eye mask. Now, a lot of these things can be purchased for a smaller amount. Some of these things you can get at the dollar store or, lower cost items that you add in to make it a meaningful gift saying, I know you have this need. Here's some really cool ways to meet those needs. And with these gifts, I would also send them those little cards made from the Essential 3 brochure so that they could include those with the gifts. They'd have our contact information on them and people could refill them because we know that they're going to fall in love with them, right? Okay, so another set that you could really do a lot of things with is the Foot and Hand Care Travel Pack. Again, very budget friendly. They can get the hand cream and the foot cream and separate them into two different gifts and just add a couple of complimentary little things. So like for the hand cream, add a pair of gloves or mittens to that. Foot cream, add some nice warm socks. There's a lot of like aloe infused socks out there, things like that to really help lock in the moisture that we're putting on the hands and feet with these creams. So again, sending out some information for people to include with these gifts, but also just promoting them this way of like, make some budget friendly gifts and give them good quality pieces from these used sets. Yes. All right. So write that on your to-do list, budget friendly gift giving with used sets, right? How can we promote this with our customers and give them that idea, put that idea into their shopping list so that they know how to make that happen. Okay. And speaking of this same thing, right? If I am sending off materials or samples or little cards with information for my customers to include with their used gifts this year, it's a really important thing to add some information onto those samples or cards, etc., so that people can reach out to us when they're ready to buy, right? With samples, information, little thank you cards, that sort of thing. We always want to have a way for people to easily reach out to us when they're ready to reorder or order for the first time. So we're going to show you, my tech tip, I wrote budget-friendly gift sets. I'm going to show you how to make labels. Sorry, my brain must have been backwards as I was filling up my slides. I'm going to show you how to make labels with your contact information and QR code to add to your samples, to your brochures, to any other materials that you're sharing with people, so that they don't get lost. Business cards are great, but they also get lost sometimes, right? So you can either stick those right on there, or I'm going to show you how to make them out of labels. So basically, let's think about the good news is you've had a great week. You've shared Thyme and Mucosal samples with someone that you met in the community who had bad cold symptoms. You're like, oh, have you tried this? And you showed them how to put them on. You gave them some samples. All right. Or maybe a customer just bought a used set that they're going to give to someone else over the holidays, or you decided to buy some used sets to give to your children's teachers this year, etc. Now what? How do we take these wonderful things to the next step to help build our network and our business with Yoast? Think about it with the sales method. This is how do we support our customers or new consultants or people receiving gifts with Yoast products in them, so that they can reach out to us later and get that support from us. One way is by making little labels that serve as a business card that you can stick on these materials that have your name. They say that you're an independent consultant with Yoast USA. They have your phone number, your email, your Yoast website. You can include a couple of social media handles at the bottom. How can they find you on Instagram and TikTok, for example? And you can include on these too your QR code that leads them to your link tree. Your link tree is something you can keep updating with important links that you're talking about. On mine, I always have a link to my website if people just want to go right there. And I have those direct product links for things that I'm talking about during that month, all in one place. I don't have to update this QR code. It always takes people to my link tree and I can update my links there. So this is really important in today's, some of your younger customers are going to be very familiar with this. They just open their phone on their camera, they hold it over their QR code and they click to take it to your link tree and follow your links from there. So if you've never gotten your Linktree QR code before, it's really easy to do. I know we've gone over building your Linktree multiple times, but let me know if that's something you need a refresher on. But you have your Linktree, you're refreshing it with links that people need on a regular basis. You open up your Linktree, you log in, you sign in, and you will see that you'll have a little preview of what your Linktree looks like. And at the top, there's a share button on the top right-hand corner of your Linktree page. You just click on that share button. Oops. And you're going to see a little menu pop out that includes, you can copy your shortened link for it, etc. But there's an option that says My Linktree QR code. You'll click on that and your QR code will pop up. Now you'll get the best resolution from this if you click on download PNG. You'll download it as an image to your downloads on your computer or on your phone, and you'll have that as a little image that we're going to use later. Okay, so if you've never done this before, you have your Linktree set up, super easy to add links in there, and it's a beautiful format. Go to share, click on my Linktree QR code, and then download it as an image. Okay. Use that PNG one, that first option. So this is how we get the image that we're going to use on these little labels. Okay, so we have our own contact information. We have our QR code from our Linktree. Then we have two options for how to make these little labels. The first option is to make them yourself and print them yourself using these little address labels. So I just buy these at like Walmart, like I just go and buy them from a store or an office supply store. And you're going to get the size that you like. I use this 18160 if anyone wants to follow that, but and that's about this size. So it's perfect for putting on the back of a business card or on a sample. And then when I buy my address labels, almost all of them of the different brands are going to have something on the back where you can go to their website, look up the type of label that you bought. Like this code was 18160. I go to their website, I look for the template that I need, and it just gives me a template that I fill out with my information. I had to copy and paste this a bunch of times, but I put my information, my QR code right on there and just print it out. It walks you through step by step what to do. Yeah. So this is a really economical way if you're tech savvy and don't mind putzing around with a Google Doc a little bit, or not a Google Doc, a Microsoft Word doc a little bit. You can add in your information, print it yourself, and you're good to go. I like that option a lot because you can customize it over and over again per page. Sometimes I'll do a specific set for a specific product. Like I have some just for my Ukasol samples that takes them right to Ukasol on my shopping link. These are a little bit more advanced, but you can really do a lot with those address labels. I put them on my samples. I also put them on like brochures and things like that I'm sharing with people at wellness events, so that they always know how to find me. Yeah. So that's a really easy way to do it. Buy some address labels, use the template, pop in your information, copy and paste that image of your QR code that we've already saved, and you're good to go. This is the tech savvy option. You do it yourself. It saves you a little money, right? Another option that you can do is order labels from Vistaprint, which is connected to our virtual office. This is the same Vistaprint that you can go into order your used business cards. If you want like a t-shirt for used cares and things like that, all of our merchandise is through this, right? So you would go into your virtual office, log in, and on your quick links that goes underneath like your stats dashboard, there's a link that says business card and logo items that goes to Vistaprint. You'll click on that. It's right under like our Linktree options and all of that on your main dashboard. And once you go there, it will take you to the used pro shop with Vistaprint. And there is a tab called business cards. And if you go all the way over to the far right, there's business card stickers. Yeah. So this is a cool option where you click on that, you go in, you tell it if you want glossy or matte finish, you tell it how many you want, and that changes the price, right? Usually if you buy a bigger quantity, it's less per sticker. So that's helpful to know. And then you click on next, and you just go in and add your text. You click text, a little box will pop up for you to type in your contact information, and it will look similar to that. You can change if it's centered or left justified, things like that. And then you click on upload image, and you upload the image of your Linktree QR code, and you just drag it over here. You'll see it pop up right here. You drag it over, enlarge it, make it smaller, however you want to fit it on your sticker. And that's kind of all you have to do. Isn't that amazing? And they'll do the rest of the work for you. So you go in, you review your design, you approve it, and you can send it off to shipping. So, and they'll ship it right to you and it's done. So if you are not very tech savvy and you just want to pop in the text, pop in the picture one time and be done with it, this is a great option for you. You would pay a little bit more for the processing of this, but you don't have to, mess around with a Word doc. So let us know if this is something that you plan on doing. I'd love to hear from you in the chat. Is this something you plan on doing or that you've done before? It's a great way to add your contact information really easily to all the materials and gifts that you're sending out so that people know how to get back to you. Okay. All right. So that is a little thing to add to our to-do list. Hopefully that helps you a lot in your used business to up your follow-up game with all of those contacts that you make. All right, and then our last item is just to go through our call to action, take out your to-do list again, make sure that you have everything on there. Make sure that you send your direct product link for the Essential 3 set to Cesar today. It can be the long link from your shopping site, but if you can, practice with Bitly and make that shortened link to send off to Cesar. He's also a great person who will click on it and make sure it's working and taking him to the right place. So he'll let you know if you need to try again. Okay. Also share budget-friendly gift ideas with your customer base. So do a little demo of how to take some of our use sets like Essential 3 and that hand and foot travel pack and put them together with some complementary items for a lower budget, economical option for gift giving with used. And work on creating those labels, whether you're going to do like address labels and print them out yourselves, or if you'd like to try them with Vistaprint. How can you get your contact information more easily accessible to all these extra prospects that you're going to be coming across with gift giving with used? And as always, work on selling $300 or more in products and sets. And as always, we keep our goal that we've talked about so much with the Switzerland incentive and things like that of each week we're doing a little more than the last. We're trying something different. We're reaching more people so that we keep building our used business and really make it worth our while. Okay. All right. So thank you all of those of you who have joined us live or who are watching the replay. Those of you who are here with us live, please stay tuned for a couple of time sensitive reminders. And everyone else, have a great evening and we'll see you soon.